This week on Worldwide Gaming, ever wanted to be a serial killer but didn't want to do the jail time? I review Sims 4. My personal top 10 games of all time. Rolling back to Gamescom, Chris interviews the developers of Civ Beyond Earth. And we catch up with Abby from Respawn Entertainment to talk about life after Titanfall. Hello and welcome to Worldwide Gaming. I'm your host Ryan.
I'm Lysander.
I'm Vince.
And like it or not, this week's episode is a bit me-centric. We're starting with my review of Sims 4, then we have my favourite top 10 games.
It's always about you, Ryan.
Everything's about you.
More so than usual this week. But that said, first up we have the forecast.
From the creator of Dead or Alive, Devil's Third is looking to be a bit too crazy for us. This Wii U exclusive first/third person hack and slash shooter is coming in 2015, but doesn't seem to be sparking much interest. We've given it a -2. Skies above Perfect Stride's insane skate parks are clear with a chance of sick tricks. Coming to PC soon, this maximalist first-person skater is looking pretty gnarly. We give it a 3. A new procedurally generated survival experience is coming in 2015 in the form of Grave. Releasing on current-gen consoles and PC, this game is looking pretty spooky. We gave it a 2.
Nothing can hurt you. Describe what's happening now. Where are you?
Almost 15 years after the first Sims game was released, and quickly became the best-selling PC game of all time, The Sims 4 has been released to the public, letting everyone fulfill their dreams of being an astronaut, or a rock star, or a serial arsonist. With the new Sims game comes new ways of building houses, new toys to play with, and even more ways to interact with the Sims in your neighbourhood. But is it worth your time? Immediately, you're greeted with the Sims 4 more powerful Creator Sim mode. In it, you're able to squeeze and stretch many of the Sims' body parts to make them slim, athletic, fat, abominably disfigured, or anything in between, just by clicking and dragging a body part and moving it inwards or outwards. Fans of customization should enjoy this, as it allows a lot more immediate feedback on what your Sims look like, and you don't have to mess around with hundreds of sliders in a menu. You can also set your outfits here, which are specific to certain situations, like your casual outfit to wear around the house, a fancy outfit for parties, or your active outfit for working out. I found the number of options for some of the clothing and facial options, such as facial hair, lacking. However, there'll no doubt be more filled out as more and more DLC packs are released. It's just unfortunate the base game feels a bit empty. Building has also been changed to make creating good-looking houses easier. Things like being able to draw out 4 walls of a room at a time, and being able to make round shapes and corners means you have more freedom than ever before. If you're creatively challenged, then you can always go to the gallery, where you can download pre-made Sims, single rooms, or full houses, which other people have created. Houses and rooms are easily dropped, either onto an existing house or an empty lot, where you can rotate them, move them, or personalise them as much as you like. Although I feel as though downloading someone else's complete house goes against the spirit of a Sims game, I'm sure there will be players who will welcome this feature. The area of the gallery for pre-made Sims is particularly impressive, with tons of celebrity lookalikes. So naturally, in my first house, I made Batman's Harley Quinn my housemate, whose traits were evil and mischievous. When creating a sim, you need to give them aspirations and 3 traits that affect their personalities and emotions in-game. One of my sims is very musical and creative, so anytime he practices guitar, his mood will be happy or inspired. The different moods can affect how well you do at work, and also can unlock certain social options, so it's very important to keep your sims happy. Your sims will also gain reward points for achieving aspirational goals like earn a promotion. Achieving these goals give you points that you can spend on things like an instant boost to your fun levels, to making your sim never need to sleep again. Obviously the latter of the 2 examples is quite overpowered, but it's pretty expensive and completely optional. Either way, the smaller goals give you something to strive for, and ultimately make the game feel a bit more structured than previous titles. For someone who's played every base Sims game, it was a welcome addition. For the purist, you can still do most of the things that you've come to expect from a Sims game. You still need to climb the ladder of positions in whatever job you choose by completing certain objectives and or being at a certain skill level. However, there are many more different skills to learn, especially if you haven't touched the series since the first game. Guitar playing is now a completely separate skill from painting or writing, whereas they previously would have been grouped up into a creative skill. This makes changing jobs a little harder, as you might have a high guitar level, but need a high writing level to progress. On the other hand, I enjoyed the fact that doing things like preparing a meal and cooking it will increase your food skill, a carryover from The Sims 2, which negates the focus on spending 12 straight in-game hours reading a book to learn how to cook waffles.
Fluffy! Steve! Aspa!
If you have The Sims 3, I don't think there is much incentive to get The Sims 4. Although character creation and house building have been improved, you'd be leaving behind a perfectly fine version of the game with lots of expansions and extra content. If you haven't played The Sims for over a decade or ever, The Sims 4 is a good place to jump in. However, if you've played any of the games recently, or are just on the fence, maybe wait until an expansion to add pools back into the game comes out.
Shupaza, Gorbanehi, Glenk, Hoi Voi, Yabimi, Gomip,
Slabunakor, Yani Phoebe, Steba, Hinasha,
Smeeba, Narshkal.
So ultimately, Sims 4 is more The Sims. It's what you know and what you might love, I guess.
Oh, I pretty love The Sims. I'm not gonna say that's like, you know, my one true, but you know, it's fun.
It's fun to build
mess around
houses
with.
and then burn them down pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But why no pools? Like that, I found that really strange. They're not going to put a pool in, even though, you know, that's the main way to kill people back in the day. You leave them in the pool and take out the ladder and they'll drown.
I guess they underestimated the amount that people liked drowning their Sims.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're on point there.
And they're definitely going to bring it back in an update. If they charge for it, there might be a little bit of a riot happening in the era.
Yeah, that might cause some problems for them, but I guess we'll see how they go.
All right, right now we're going to go to a break, but afterwards we're going to have my top 10 favourite games.
Hey guys, if you want to keep up to date with the WG crew, check us out on Facebook. Go to our YouTube channel to catch up with all of our videos, blooper reels and extended cuts. And for everything all in the one spot, check out our website. Stay tuned.